Start to roll your shoulders out a bit. And when you're ready, we'll plant the palms and make our way into a tabletop shape. When you arrive in tabletop, know that if your wrists are ever giving you feedback, if that's an uncomfortable shape for the wrists, you can come up onto fists instead of the top of the palms on the ground, and that takes some of the strain out of the wrists. Let's move through a few rounds of cat and cow here. Can we start from the bottom of our spine and work our way up? Tilt your tailbone up to the sky, drop your belly, drop your chest, and start to pull your chin forward. Now we'll start from the bottom up again. Tilt the tailbone down and back. Start to round the low back. Push into your palms, start to puff up the mid back and upper back. And tuck your chin, look to your knees. One more time in segments. From the bottom, tailbone tilts up, belly drops, chest drops, collarbones pull forward, chin pulls forward. Little robot cat and cow. Tilt the tailbone back. Push into the palms, start to press the belly and rib cage up. Tuck your chin, look to your knees. Nice. Now let's move through a few of those with our breath. You can go one part of the spine at a time, or you can move everything at once. Inhale, belly drops, tailbone tilts up, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, push into the palms around the spine. Inhale, belly drops, cow pose, maybe you move. Exhale, push into the palms. Little Halloween cat meow. Can you push into the hands? Pull your shoulder blades apart. Draw your chin in towards your neck ever so slightly. I really want to feel that stretch in the upper back between the shoulder blades. Yeah. And then relax that effort. Gonna make our way into downward dog. If downward dog is a shape you're avoiding, you can come right up to standing instead. We're just using it as a transition today. Toes curled. Lifting the knees, hips move up and back. Can you notice how those hip joints feel? Option to play a little. Palms down on the earth, left foot gets heavy, lift your right leg back and behind. If you're in a standing position, you can bend your right knee and pull the right foot back and behind you. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Start to open your hips towards the right edge of your mat. This is our scorpion dog. This is your little scorpion tail. Wee. Back through center. Tuck that knee into your chest. Roll your weight forward. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Push the earth away. Hug the knee in. Yeah, I like using the deck wall, Mom. That's a good idea. Hold. 3, 2. And 1, set your right foot down. Push into the right foot. Lift your hands up. We're in our high crescent lunge. So I'm on my back toes, my back heel is lifted off the mat, and my right knee is reaching forward. Deep breath in, get long through the fingertips. Exhale, take a tiny drop of your back knee. Feel that stretch in the hip flexor. Push into the right foot, lift up. Gonna play with some balance here. Take your hands to your hips. Stack your spine nice and tall. Start to lean forward, feel the weight moving into your right foot. We're gonna step up, bringing your left foot in front. So push into your right leg. Can you float the left knee up? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we put the foot down on the journey. Nice. Always options to hold onto your wall, your deck railing, your friends, your child, your mom, if that helps support your balance. Can you hold this knee in front? Stand up tall, big breath in. And nice and slow, we'll take it out for our tree pose. Lots of options for tree. Toes can be on the ground, left foot against right ankle. Your foot can rest on the calf, or you could use your hand and help the foot up into the thigh. Can you pick a single spot to focus on? Just like focusing on our breath, making a choice with our gaze, it's called your drishti. Picking a focal point for your drishti will help zero the attention in. Option to stay right here, or give your tree some branches. Maybe just a single branch while you hold on to your support with your other hand. Option to stay right here, or one more time, we'll play with internal and external hip rotation. Point your knee towards the front, then pull it out to the side. Point your knee towards the front, pull it out to the side, challenging our balance when we add movements. Point the knee to the front, pull it out to the side, hold, press into your standing leg, get a little taller, engage your core. If you wobble, if you fall out, so what? Come back in if you'd like. Option, this is super weird. Lift the left foot away, hip is still opening out to the side, kick your foot out to the side, hold. What? 3? Yeah, nice. 2, 1, bend the knee, foot comes back to the ankle, the calf, the thigh, point the knee forward. Exactly the same thing, stand up tall, kick your shin forward, hold. 3, 2, 1.5, 1.25, 1, and 0. Step it down. Whew, nice work. Can shake it out a little bit. And if you'd like, we're going to meet back in that downward dog. If you prefer to stay in a seated or a standing position, you're welcome to do that as we move into that crescent lunge. To come into down dog, you can reach your arms up, fold it all the way forward, and then step back. Just noticing how that shape feels. If you are using a prop at home to support your down dog, a chair is a really great option. I will demonstrate a version of that using my couch. Really nice way to get the same hamstring strength and back lengthening. Deep breath in. Reach that left leg back and behind this time. Take a bend into your left knee. Start to open your hips out towards the left. Exhale. Rotate the hip back down to the earth. Tuck the left knee into the chest. Can you start to lean forward a little bit? Hug the left knee into your chest. Hold for 3. Yeah, beautiful. 2, and 1. Set the left foot down. Come high on your right toes, right heel lifts. Reach your hands up. Somehow I've translated off my mat, so I'm just gonna hop over. Hands reaching up. Big breath in. Exhale, tiny drop, back knee. Push into your front foot lift. Hands to hips. You know where we're going now. Lean forward. Feel the strength of your front leg. Tuck your right knee up. Options, hold on. Breathe, get taller. Open the right knee out to the side. Find your tree. Hands through heart center or hands on hips are really nice ways to support the balance. If you're working with no hands on handholds, can be a nice focal point. Again, pick that spot for your gaze to land on. Point your knee forward. Open it out to the side. Inhale, sweep the knee forward. Exhale, external hip rotation, point the knee to the right. Last one, inhale, knee comes forward. Exhale, out to the right. You know where we're going. Press into the left foot, get nice and tall, engage the core. If you'd like, tiny kick out to the side. Feel your leg working, the inner hip is working. The glutes are working to hold your pelvis in space. Maybe now you give yourself branches and wave them, really challenge your balance. Nice, bend through the knee, foot comes back to the left leg. Sweep the knee forward. Last little bit of effort here. Kick your shin forward. Your variation doesn't matter how high. Stand up tall. Breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2. No funny business this time. 1, and down. Ooh, nice work. I'm so sweaty. It's very warm here. Shake it out, dance it out. Can feel good to let this kind of thing happen. So arms are just swaying. And even in this position, feel how your hips are contributing to this motion. Our shoulders are the same kind of joint as our hips, that ball and socket joint. So you might feel them kind of rolling around as you let the arms get really wild. Yeah. And when you're ready, we'll come to a nice standing position. We're making our way down to a seat, so you're welcome to head right there. But if you take my classes often, you know we very rarely just sit down. So if you'd like, you might take the chair pose elevator down with me. Feet are about hip distance apart. Start to sink the hips back. Try to keep your knees stacked right over your ankles. You decide. You can see in my body right now, I'm super untucked my tailbone. It's flaring out. You can curl your tailbone under. One of them is going to feel a little stronger in your body. It'll be different depending on all of us. It might be somewhere in between those two extremes, booty sticking out or tailbone sticking under. So find something that feels supportive. Mine is kind of in between those two. Hands can stay on hips or reach up. Hold, breathe. I know I said the last thing was the last little bit of effort, but this is for real, the last little bit of effort. Drop a little lower. Drop the hips a little lower. Can you pull your knees back, weight in your heels? Drop a tiny bit lower, hold. 3, 2, 1, and if it's comfortable, hands to support you, bring your bum all the way down. Legs come out front. Ooh, nice work. I'm letting my feet dance here one more time, tapping into that mobility at my hip joint. And then let the legs settle. We'll inhale, reach arms up and overhead. And exhale, take it forward. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Good job.